Anyone care to wager how long it'll take her to notice the little gift? Notice me little gift? Very clever and all, but how were you proposing to stop her from getting her hands on that derelict and its great big cannon? I ain't worked that part out yet. I suspect it'll start with us keeping a close eye on the Talons. Before we're getting any of that, though, I got some questions what need answering. You wish to know more of the Void Ark? The ghost ship, as you call it? The Void Ark, so that's its proper name. Aye. I'd like to hear whatever you'd care to tell us, puss. There we go, Kate Sith. And I, for my part, am curious to hear your stories. Ere we continue, however, I must insist that you address me by my proper name, Kate Sith, and I will not respond to puss or cat. And most decidedly not furball.
You tell him, girl.
I'm like in the internal mental struggle of like, do I use the name I've always used, or do I try to use the Gaelic pronunciation?
I mean, I vote Gaelic. Oh my god, I love your little crown. Oh my god, I love it.
Because then its name would be Ketchi. My tale begins long, long ago in the city of Mach, which once stood in the lands of Yafame.
That's nauseating.
Like, definitely a fae. That's all I'm saying. The sorceress of Mach were masters of destructive magics. I'm getting dizzy. And they brought that terrible power to bear against Omnipore and Mim in the War of the Magi. Go, stop working in circles. Thank you. Oh.
My god, that was giving me... I was actually, like, narrowing my vision and having to close my eyes a little bit. It was giving me actual motion sickness. Oh.
The titanic forces they unleashed, however, took a heavy toll upon the land, ultimately resulting in a colossal flood that drowned the realm of Eorzea, a catastrophe which my master, High Void Mage Caesar, was wise enough to foresee. Caesar. Wait, what? Colossal flood? You talking about the 6th Umbral Calamity? I suppose you would know it as such. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. And then, when they learned of the fate that awaited them, the Mach Magi began construction of a gargantuan vessel that would bear their people to the skies and to safety. Still alive after the calamity from hundreds of years ago. A fae. The operation of the Void Ark, as the ship came to be called, was entrusted to Caesar. Prior to that, of course, my master had been a prisoner in her own home, confined for her outspoken opposition to the war. Look at that just jeer. So the Ark was meant as a sanctuary? And how did it come to be so, I mean, what happened to all the people? Where did all the Void Scent come from? By what power do you imagine such a massive craft remains aloft? The energy required to raise the Ark was siphoned from over 1,000 otherworldly servants sealed within the vessel. Advances in Machi sorcery were made for one reason only: cataclysmic destructive power, and the swiftest and most dangerous method of acquiring that power was through the enslavement of void-sent entities.
Oof.
So the creatures on the derelict, they broke free from your master's control?
Dude, I want that crown and cape combo.
Very hard. I'm just like, they need to do a graphical update on Kate Sith and just make the eyes not so low resolution, because it's weirding me out that they're low res.
Yeah, it's
more so than they would if they were high res.
Like, I'm almost wondering if it isn't an intentional choice. Like, if that's how they're just trying to do the patterning in it. But I agree, it actually makes me a little
because
gamer uncomfortable.
Especially like back in a Heaven's Word time frame, like they did not have the graphical update that they put a lot of stuff through, and because they're still going back and like updating what characters look like in old expansions to match what things look like now. I'm still waiting for the day they fix Xenos' ear. At the very heart of the Ark, the Void Mages had entombed a great ruler of the Void Scent, Skatach, the Shadow Queen. But in order to control so potent a prisoner, a mage of adamant will was required, and Machach's preeminent sorcerer, Cessair, was deemed best qualified. Were it otherwise, my master might never have been released from her own imprisonment. Yet, even with Cessair's peerless skill, the Shadow Queen could not long be subjugated. One after another, the lesser Voidsent awoke and ran rampant within the ship. In the end, Cessair and the 53 Void Mages aboard the Ark sacrificed their own life energies to return the fiends to their coffins, leaving me, a lowly familiar, to watch over a derelict prison.
Aww.
If I remember me Umbrellera's rat, the stuff you just described happened more than 1,500 years past, which is a good while by anyone's measure. And since everything seems to have been quiet on board your boat till just recently, I'm thinking something unusual must have happened to wake the inmates up. Am I warm? One day, a Voidsent that had taken the shape of a bat flew into the ship. At first, it was little more than a nuisance that I brushed away. The longer it remained on the Ark, the stronger it seemed to become. Eventually, I could not contend with its power, and it began shattering seal after seal.
Oh my.
You have faced this bat-winged fiend before, it would seem, then, that the creature survived the encounter, and he intends to celebrate his restoration by liberating his queen. I wonder if that line is dependent on whether you've done a certain dungeon.
Because I didn't.
Because there is a... Oh, yeah, because there is a dungeon where Diabolos is the final boss.
Hmm.
Well, that explains that then, except for one small detail, namely, where the queen's coffin went. After it fell out of the ship's belly, I'm assuming it didn't just disappear, right? You recall the great rift that the Ark's cannon ripped in the sky? That was a void gate. So they're going to the 14th? Such a portal opens a temporary path through the void, allowing the ship to travel almost instantaneously from one location to another. The Voidsent, as you saw, only opened a gate large enough to displace the coffin. As for the coffin's destination, however, that is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. If it's a void gate, I would assume it's the 14th because of the whole... That's where the Voidsent come from. That I don't remember if was revealed only in the Zero arc, or if that was something we knew before then, before they fleshed that out. I beseech you, conquerors of the Ark, help me find the Queen's coffin ere the wards binding Scatchach are dispelled.
Yep. 100.
Yep, that's a name. Those are letters. Smells to me like an adventure. And who knows what ancient Maki treasures we might stumble on along the way. Gods know they'll make a nice change from all them elegant tombstones we've been collecting. I will help you. I'm not risking me hide for the sake of the realm, you understand. But I'll be damned if I let either Radlia or that bat-winged bastard take the freedom of the skies from me. Can't take the sky from me.
Oh my god, the beans.
You care only for how you might be inconvenienced? If the Shadow Queen were to return, it would have dire consequences for this entire star. Count your blessings, Furball. I said we'd help, didn't I?
Dang.
Before we go rushing off in search of that coffin, though, there's preparations to be made. You might as well get back to your usual heroical employment, Bartholomew and Brian. I'll let you know when it's time to round up your mates again.
I'm wondering if my cat ears ever get tired in that hood. Because they're like pulled, tied backward. I know you can't
imagine
see it
there's
right
some
now,
fatigue there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like wearing headphones for too long when
Yeah.
they push up, if you're wearing the push on your ears. Like it's, at a certain time, you're just like, okay, they need to breathe.
I guess I'm like a Mandalorian though. Can't show my face.
Yeah.
Alright.
The time is nigh, my dear Talons. Soon we shall seize control of the ghost ship and all its power and rule the skies. This is a long cutscene.
It is, actually. It keeps going.
And yet it's still more interesting than the cutscenes before the Evilise raids.
Because she's just standing there as everyone else is like dancing and partying.
If you're gonna just like stand there with a pipe like that, like at least light it. Make the
Yeah,
evil
I
extra
agree.
evil. Paying the bills.
The red bills.
I didn't catch that. You caught the double pun that I didn't catch.
Nice. Granted, I'm
Wanna
still
keep going?
thinking as Red Bulls instead of Red Bills because it's making
Yeah.
me giggle. All right, the Weeping City.
And this will unlock the one that you need to do. So
Nice.
Stasia appears in need of your assistance. Bartholomew and Ryan, I was just about to fly to Ishgard and track you down. Oh, remember, Ketchi, the Maki familiar? We've been working with him on a plan to find Diabolos and the Queen's Coffin.
I'm sorry, what? He's a boy?
Yeah, it's a boy, by the way.
Ah! I love him even more! Oh, little boy beans! Mm.
I wasn't sure if it was going to be a boy in this, so I was like, we'll see. But yes,
Love it.
canonically, there have been voice sightings from pirates all over, so we know that bat-winged bugger is hiding someplace in the sky. We just don't know exactly where. I have lost all sense of accents and everything. As we're going about pinpointing the location, Leofard and the feline are bickering over just exactly how.
Hey,
That's
she
where you
said
come
not
in.
to call her furball.
Yeah, she did. She did say that.
I guess feline isn't
he-
furball technically, but whatever.
True. But he did say, like, I won't answer to puss or something or furball. That's where you come in. If you have a spare moment or two, we could use a third opinion to break the stalemate. Besides all that, Leofard's eager to have another hand to help in the search, so come on over to the Parrot as soon as you're able. You know the way from here, don't you? Do I have to take the standard? Is that how I do it?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Opening the map seems to indicate that it's right here. Oh, yes, I could fly to the Parrot. Yes, I would like to.
Nice.
Ooh, we can walk around.
That landing feels a bit, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Leap of faith.
Yeah. Oh, did it put us in our own instance here?
I was about to say, are we
lame.
separate? I guess I go inside.
Everyone's just standing around.
Yeah.
How are all y'all people just like, okay, standing this high up in the sky on things that in a tiny gust of wind up that high will knock you clean to the ground.
Yo. Yeah. Oh, we're at the Red Bull factory. Nice. Alright, I finally found Stacy.
We found a Red Bull cook. Okay.
Have you found Stacy?
I'm running up to her.
I'm like intentionally trying. I'm trying to remember the part, but my brain has plugged it in as Stacy, and so oh, autism. You beast.
Thanks for coming. The captain and the cat are inside, still having their discussion. Talk to Leofard, will you? Before I strangle. Talk to Leofard, will you? Before I strangle the both of them. And now I'm talking. The cutscene has started.
Okay. Clicky.
Oh, angry points. Oh, look at the tail going boing.
That's great.
If you're here to ask about the Queen's coffin, then you'd best turn around and walk straight out again. This aggravating furball's turned my mood sour as month-old milk.
Ugh.
Leofard, Bartholomew, Meow, and Ryan have come all this way to help us, at your request, I might add. They deserve to hear where we stand on the search, at least. They deserve to hear where we stand on the search, at least. Wish I knew my Eorzean and I could read that sign in the background, but I could pull out the encyclopedia and translate.